This is my first time reaction to Iron Maiden performing The Wicker Man live from Rock in Rio back in 2001. Let's commence. You saw me mouthing the lyrics along because despite this being the first time I've reacted to Iron Maiden on my channel, I am very familiar with Iron Maiden, the band. This is one of the greatest bands out there in the history of heavy metal, ladies and gentlemen, no doubt about that. And I actually had this album. I bought this album, The Wicker Man, taken from Brave New World, which was released back in the year 2000. And I mean, Bruce Dickinson, you saw him flying kick his way onto stage there into the frame and absolutely launching into the vocals. I mean, this band absolutely jamming on the stage right now, absolutely rocking The Wicker Man. I dig this track. I dig this album. This is just gonna be awesome stuff. Just utter mass of humanity swaying back and forth here in terms of this massive audience that they're performing in front of. Bruce Dickinson giving you the vocals there. Your time will come, baby. And that Iron Maiden guitar line, that lead guitar line, just absolutely taking us through the riffs. Just freaking slabs of goodness, metal goodness. The band just absolutely banging this one out. The drums, the bass, all of it, man. It's all just working beautifully. Iron Maiden style. Solo boys. Let me hear you, Bruce Dickinson says. But I'm telling you, man, what did insurance say about Dickinson running around and flying around the stage like an absolute madman? I mean, come on. What if the guy tweaks something? What if he pulls something? What if he does his hammy? That's what I'm saying. You know, he had lots of energy coming back to the band after in a hiatus away. He was gone for a bit and then he came back with this album, Brave New World. And he's just so full of energy. Great vocals by the man here on stage. But man, oh man, he got through it. I guess that's all that matters. Where was Eddie? I think I just saw the big Brave New World sort of poster in the background there on stage. There was no actual version of Eddie the Head. But yeah, I mean, Iron Maiden, man, what a band. They just absolutely rocked that performance to kick off that show. That was just fundamental metal. That's what that was. It was soaring, just absolutely melodic and just rocking out. You can't help, you can't stand still. You gotta just absolutely rock along when the band throws that slab of metal at you. Glorious stuff by Iron Maiden there. They just performed with power. That's what that was, a vulgar display of power. And they did not hold back at all. The Wicker Man just absolutely rocking the joint. That was fire business. The Wicker Man is a song by English heavy metal band Iron Maiden, released on the 8th of May 2000 as the first single and opening track from their 12th studio album Brave New World, which came out in 2000. It was also the first single by the band since 1989's single Infinite Dreams to feature the Trooper era lineup, with vocalist Bruce Dickinson and guitarist Adrian Smith returning to the band in 1999. The title of the song was inspired by the British cult film The Wicker Man, which was released in 1973, a folk horror film directed by Robin Hardy and starring Edward Woodward, Britt Ekland, Diana Salento, Ingrid Pitt, and Christopher Lee. The Wicker Man is a weird freaking movie. I mean, if you get a chance, go check it out. That ending is just very memorable. If you're going to check out the Wicker Man movie, please check out the original 1973 one. Rather ignore the 2006 version of the film, the remake that starred Nicolas Cage. That one was directed by Neil LaBute, and that was hilarious. That Wicker Man remake is freaking funny as heck. And I don't think they meant to be funny. It's unintentionally hilarious. So rather stick with the original one. But be that as it may, this is where Iron Maiden got the inspiration for this track. And this track was just a rocking jam. Absolutely galloping forward. Awesome song. Iron Maiden was formed in Leighton, East London in 1975 by bassist and primary songwriter Steve Harris. Although fluid in the early years of the band, the lineup for most of the band's history has consisted of Harris, lead vocalist Bruce Dickinson, drummer Nico McBain, and guitarists Dave Murray, Adrian Smith, and Yannick Gersh. As pioneers of the new wave of British heavy metal movement, Iron Maiden released a series of UK and US platinum and gold albums. I mean, in the 80s especially, this band just massive, and they kept doing their thing. They've released so many albums. They've just been such a fixture in the heavy metal scene, just continued to be utterly awesome throughout the years. The band has released 41 albums, including 17 studio albums, 13 live albums, 4 EPs, and 7 compilations. They have also released 47 singles and 20 video albums and 2 video games. A freaking awesome, timeless heavy metal band. They've been doing their thing for a long time and they just keep going. No stop in sight, no end in sight. This was a smashing performance. Maiden are true legends of metal. Up the irons!